So hello, this is just a quick little review of some new gear that I've bought. It's the TC ELECTRONIC COMBO DELUXE 65. It's meant to allow you to put, well, it's meant to emulate the guitar amplifier, the Fender 65 there. So I bought this little device which I'll show you now, and basically you're meant to be able to put it through your PA system and such like, or through a DI box if you're working in theatres or a venue where you've already got a good quality PA system. I have a Yamaha 600 for doing most of my gigs. Anything above that size, a PA system's usually laid on. I sometimes play acoustic and banjo, but very often I pull my electric out and we do some rock and roll. Anyway, I've had this plugged in and it sounds pretty good. So I thought I'd do you a little video just to give you an idea of what it sounds like. I mostly use the clean channel, that's about all. I don't do much else. But this is the unit. So as you can see, the unit is currently sitting just loosely on my pedal board. I don't have much of a pedal board whatsoever. Tuner, digital delay, now this. I used to have a Moore blues driver thing, but I think the gain channel on this will be more than enough to give me what I need. I'll experiment with that. Worst case scenario is that the Moore blues driver goes back in. I did have a compression pedal, but I didn't use enough compression even in country music to get that. So most people aren't looking for that over compressed sound now in the UK, so I don't use it, but I'll keep it in case someone ever does. So that's basically my pedal board. I will fit in down here a DI box, a small DI box, probably a Behringer 2-channel one will do it. Anyway, passive will be fine because this has gain and levels and everything. But basically, effectively, the guitar's although it's going into this, you could plug that into there and then a line out of that into what is my Yamaha 600. I've put the channel up to the notch where it says to. You can just see that little tiny inverted triangle there. That's where I've got it in. I've rolled the bass off and so that it's not overloading with power, and I've just popped the treble up a little bit. But you can set it dead center and then dial in these settings here. So I'm only going to show you the clean channel at the moment, just to give you an idea of what kind of sound this produces. But I am quite impressed with it because I've used my electric through a DI box with the pads out, and I've had an alright sound. Once you add a bit of delay there, it's fine. But this is just this is the clean channel. I've currently got the level at 5 and the gain at 8, reverb at 4, bass is at 5, middles at 3, and trebles at 5. And it sounds very similar to my Fender Frontman, but I don't think you'll appreciate the volume of quite how loud that is. But it is quite loud, so I'm going to back it off just a little bit. It's got quite a good tone, to be fair. Everything's great on it. I've got I've got one tone dial on my guitar, which is an Albert Lee Music Man, and I've got that rolled up to full, so I haven't got to faff around with that. I don't find much difference between 8 and full on anyway, which is 8 would be where I'd normally have it. So, but just to give you an idea of tone and what you can get out of this. If I want to, I can clean it. Now, all of those settings that you see on that dial now are saved as that. When I flick over to the distortion channel, like this, the settings that were in previously are now there. So that would basically be what I set it to before. Reverb on and off, saved for each channel. So that's the reverb. If I change it now, when I move back to the clean channel, it will keep what was there before. I don't really like that setup, if I'm honest. I just find it a little bit head banging to try and get my head around that. I would ideally like a unit that has both on it somehow. So, but you know, we're always asking for more. So, but all in all, I will be using this channel, the clean channel, and everything it produces means I don't really necessarily have to carry an amplifier anymore. This system should be more than enough for when I'm out gigging in pubs and bars, and the amount of push on this should be perfect. So seems fine. So this was my guitar, Albert Lee signature. That was the system going directly into my PA. Guitar's going into the input. Okay, you might be going through those, but it's essentially going into that and out of that, out of the cab emulation one, which is. So there you have it. I hope you like it. It's supposed to be, you know, all singing and dancing. There's other people out there doing these things. I just wanted to sort of set it up in a way that I set it up so that you could see how it sounds. Very often when I look for a video that's specific to me, it's not there or not quite there. So there you have it. Enjoy. If you've found it in any way useful, give my channel a like or whatever just to say thank you. Otherwise, have a nice day.